Hi, this is Catlin Kosik for Hamptons Television. We're at the New York Boat Show in the Javits Center, and we have a great show in store for you. Whether you're coming here to buy a boat or just coming for entertainment with your families, this is the place to be.
Our world, it's busy, hectic. It disconnects us from family and friends. Discover a better world, a place where you make the rules, where you're free to go left, right, or anywhere in between. Discover boating and reconnect with family, friends, and fun, where you can replace what you have to do with what you want to do. Nothing brings people together like boating.
I'm joined by John Pritko, the producer of the New York Boat Show. And John, this year is the 106th anniversary of the New York Boat Show, which is a great accomplishment. How has it grown over the years?
Well, 106 years old, obviously we've changed a lot. We were in the Coliseum, and then it's moved to a number of venues, but here we are at the Javits Center, where we've been since the Javits Center opened. Basically, the main thing that has changed is technology. A lot of manufacturers are still here from day one. And of course, we have some new manufacturers, and we have a lot of great innovative products here at the show.
With the boat show growing, what's in store for viewers that will come down this year?
Well, again, we have the latest products. You can find the best deals down here, but we have a lot of great features. We have Russell Newberry from the hit show Deadliest Catch. We have a new thing here for people who they're a little kind of leery about docking their boats under conditions. We have a close quarter boat handling clinic that's part classroom and part actual application, so it's great. We have SpongeBob for the kids on Saturday and Sunday. We just got a bunch of great things going on here at the show. We have our second annual Wing-a-thon contest and our Fishtails contest, so you can win some great prizes down here. It's fun for the entire family. What
would you say is the big highlight of the show?
I think, with boats, it becomes the glitz and glamour, and of course that's the queen of the show, which is a 52-foot Sea Ray sedan bridge, beautiful boat, just under $1.2 million, but we also have a boat for every lifestyle and budget down here. We basically go from a few $100 kayak all the way up to $1.2 million.
Wow. And affordability is a big theme in the boat show. We want everyone to know that there's a boat for every budget and every lifestyle. Can you tell us a little bit about the affordability pavilion? Because I know that was here last year and you have it again.
Yeah, and actually we're standing in the affordability pavilion, and the way we designate that is any boat under $250 a month or less. Now, we only have 5 boats represented here because we have limited space, but a lot of these dealers and manufacturers in there have great offers. Financing is at its best. So a lot of people come down and say, what can I get for that? And you can see around here, we have a lot of great boats here that are family friendly and pocketbook friendly as well.
Well, it sounds like it's a great show in store for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for coming down.
I think in life you have to make choices. And it was just one of those decisions. It's like, well, this is where we're at, this is what we can afford, and we didn't start out big.
Some people say the best day you get a boat is the day you buy it, and then the best day when you sell it, but I hadn't felt that way about any of the boats that we've owned. It's always going to be the best day when we're out on the water spending time on the boat.
We actually went to some boat ramps and sat and talked to people that were launching their boats and asked them, and all of them were very positive, enthusiastic about it, and we could feel the energy, and we said, this is what we want to do.
I'm here with John Davis, who is going to inform us on a little bit about the history of boating.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, John, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. What we have here is an original 1899 Elko. This is actually an electric boat that was designed in 1893 to ferry passengers across Lake Michigan at the Chicago World's Fair. It was the first time that people in America actually saw electricity being used in mass production, and so they decided that it would be kind of cool to have electric boats. You can see inside here That's the original electric motor and all the components from this boat, which is currently under restoration at Hall's boat up in Lake George. We're going to completely restore this boat back to its original condition so that it'll be used as a launch on Lake George with the original electric motor. This boat's 110 years old. It was built right here in right across the river in Bayonne, New Jersey.
And now will you be restoring the boat while you're at the boat show?
No, there won't be any restoration going on here at the boat show, but this boat's scheduled to be launched in the summer of this year.
John, now we're looking at the restored version of the boat we were previously talking about.
Well, this is actually a replica of that boat. This boat was built in 1999. That boat was built in 1899. This also is an electric boat. It's a fiberglass hull, but this is what that boat will look like when it's completed, being restored. These boats actually are being manufactured today for use on lakes and bays, intercoastal areas. This electric boat uses 6 4D batteries to power the 3-horsepower motor. It's a DC drive, and this boat will make 6 knots on the open water.
Wow, and is this how it was set up in the...
Yeah, exactly. You know, we would have the canopy and the nice deck chairs. It's really a launch. This is called a fantail launch. It's used primarily to ferry people back and forth from maybe a yacht club to their boats or across the lake to a clubhouse. But people such as Edison and the Vanderbilts bought these boats back in the early 1900s to go out on the lake and just enjoy themselves. It's kind of the first picnic boat, so to speak.
So these were the high-class boats back then?
These were the high-class boats, and they still are. They still are a pretty high-class boat. You look at the finish on this boat, the mahogany inlaid deck.
It's really beautiful.
The custom brass rails and such. It's a lot of work goes into this boat. Something close to 400 hours to build this boat. It's all hand-built.
Wow, it looks amazing.
It's a wonderful boat, and it's really fun to ride in. It's a green technology that's been around since 1893, and we're still using that same technology today to power these boats. And you know, electric power is going to be the way of the future.
Wow, and when people come down here, they should come in with you and check in for some more information and history. Okay, John, we're standing in front of the 1929 Chris Craft. Can you give me the rundown of this boat?
Sure. This boat was just finished being restored up at Hall's boat on Lake George. It's a 1929 triple cockpit Chris Craft speedster. These boats in the day were like the Lexus of boats. Wow. A fellow named Chris Smith was building hunting boats with his uncle and his father, and they got into building faster boats and bigger boats, and they hooked up with another fellow named Gar Wood, who back in the day was also building these wooden racing boats. And this is kind of a accumulation of their efforts together.
And how fast can a boat like this go?
This boat, the way that it's set up, will probably do about 35 to 40 knots, which is a really good run out on open water.
That is. And what about the finish? I mean, it's really beautiful.
Well, it's all hand-applied varnish. There's about 15 coats of varnish on this boat. It just literally was finished in the restoration process when we brought it down from Lake George.
Okay, wow, our viewers will definitely have to come check this out.
And see this one. This is a beautiful boat.
We're watching the New York Boat Show on Hamptons Television. We're here at the New York Boat Show, and if everyone could give me your names.
My name is Bruce. I'm from Flushing.
Frankie Leckler from Queens, Bayside.
Nick from Whitestone. George from Flushing.
And what brings you guys to the New York Boat Show?
Well, we're looking for a boat for my friend Georgie over here.
We own 2 boats. We're buying another one, hopefully.
What type of boat are you looking to buy?
And buy a new boat.
Yeah, we're looking to do some fishing. We're looking for a fishing boat.
Is there anything else that brings you to the New York Boat Show?
Looking for a deal.
And this is the best place to come for a deal. We're watching the New York Boat Show on Hamptons Television. with George of Boats by George. If you could tell me a little bit about your role in the boat show.
Well, we're a dealer from Lake George, New York. We have 3 other dealers, one from Connecticut, one from Long Island, and one from Connecticut. And we're here representing Cobalt Boat Company. And these Cobalts, if you look at them closely, they are the ultimate in pleasure boats. They have a beautiful finish that you find nowhere else. And they're the ultimate upscale sport pleasure boat. And what this gentleman's going to see right now, or this cameraman's going to see, a swim platform that lowers hydraulically right down into the water. That's a unique feature that's only found on a Cobalt runabout. No other runabouts have a feature like that, where you can enjoy splashing in the water with your family. And we're excited about this year's boat show because the economy's turning around and families are going to come in, and we're going to see a big show this year. We're going to have a great turnout, and what these people are going to see when they come in is innovation. If they come into the Cobalt booth, they'll find all kinds of new ideas and innovations and a diverse product line. And we have family tournament ski and wakeboard boats. We have the ultimate pleasure boats that you just go out and lounge and spend the day, and you go from restaurant to restaurant. It's just a great family activity. It's a great family value, and we're going to have one of the best shows in the history of the New York National Boat Show.
And the boats that you have here are stunning. What sets Cobalt apart?
Well, Cobalt has been privately owned since 1968, and they've been under the same ownership. So it's like been an evolutionary process. You know, when they started out, they really didn't know anything about building boats, but they learned over the years how to improve their product. It was a family of boaters, and they just kept refining and improving, where other boat companies have been bought and sold 5 and 10 times in the past 30 some odd years. Cobalt has been under the same ownership and management, which was allowed them to become a superior, handcrafted sport boat. And everybody knows in the industry, if you mention the name Cobalt, you're going to hear some people saying, ooh.
Wow, so they're very popular and reliable. If you could just show me some of your boats that you have here.
Okay, so over here is our 276. This boat is a great boat for medium to large lakes. And if you come up here to the upper level, you'll see, I'll show you a perfect example of what people do and what they enjoy. I mean, what would make more sense than to just be able to walk up to the dock to your boat and do this?
Wow.
Isn't this nice?
We can lay in the sun, and you can have your friends and family here.
I have to remind my customers I'm working.
For accommodations, how many people can fit on this boat?
Oh, you know what? You can put as many people in as you can fit because it's a yacht certified boat. As long as you have the proper number of life jackets and the proper safety equipment. But obviously you're not going to, you know, I would say a comfortable level of people is around 12 people in this boat.
12 people, and what are the dimensions?
It's 27.5 by 8.5.
It's so beautiful, and let's talk a little bit about the interior. I see this leather is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, Cobalt has been making their own interiors since the 1970s. They found they couldn't get the quality from outside, so they brought it to within, and their upholstery is something that they're famous for. It's not just attractive upholstery, but it's the most durable upholstery. So it's going to last, and it's going to give the family value in return on investment, which is what Cobalt's so famous for. Their resale is great.
So it's very long lasting, and what about the speed? Let's talk about the engine.
Well, this boat is powered with a 8.1 liter engine. It's 400 horsepower, and it'll zoom when you want it to.
Wow, it's really amazing, George. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been said that one of the top ways of finding happiness is by buying a boat. And if that's the case, you should definitely come to the New York Boat Show at the Javits Center. I'm here with Chris, who's going to tell us a little bit about this Sabre yacht that we're on right now.
This is a Sabre 40 flybridge sedan built by Sabre Yachts in Raymond, Maine. built in America, built in Maine. We're proud of that compared to a lot of the competition in this class. Really, Sabre's known for its interior joiner work. If you look around, you see the details that Sabre's putting in, like this high gloss table has maple inlay and a thick poured finish over it. It just details some of their woodworking abilities.
It's really exquisite. And what about the leather on the couches?
That is all ultra leather throughout the cabin here and down below. It's a really soft product, but also easy to clean and very durable. One of the other hallmarks of Sabre boat building are the dovetail drawer boxes, just the little details that that Sabre still continues to incorporate, along with metal drawer slides and metal closers.
That's wonderful. And is there a lot of storage on this boat?
There's a tremendous amount of storage. Drawers under the cabinets there, drawers behind the helm, all the way through the galley here. And actually, if you step back just 1 minute here, I'll show you. All the way down to in here, the light turns on, and then anywhere where they can get storage, they're doing it.
So there's a ton of storage.
There's a ton of storage. All the way through. All the steps open up, lots of storage in the 2 staterooms below.
And what about the interior that we have here, the countertop?
This is Corian, and the bird's eye maple inlay down on the sole there, just to sort of break up the expanse of teak and holly. And if you notice, there's big windows everywhere here that allow the light to come in, but there's blinds and covers for them all if you want to keep the light out. But the other thing that this boat has is all the opening windows, aft, sides, that if the weather's, if you're in inclement weather, you can close yourself in. If you want to enjoy the weather, you can open yourself out.
It's really wonderful because it feels very open. It doesn't feel
claustrophobic.
closed.
A lot of boats that you get on where the helm is here, you'll have a bulkhead here that closes off the down below in the staterooms and the galley and everything from up here. This is fairly unique in the boat show. I don't think you're going to find another boat around here that has this mid-level galley that the chef can be in the action with everybody in the salon.
How many people does this boat accommodate?
It'll sleep 2 forward in the master cabin. The dinette converts to another 2, and the salon will convert to 2 as well.
Okay, and can we check out the master cabin?
Yes, please do.
Okay, if you could describe the master cabin to us.
Okay, so the master cabin is forward. It's a queen-size berth, plenty of storage all around. The mattress in it is a latex 9-inch box top mattress, very, very comfortable. You don't often find them on this size boat. It also has private access to the head with its own separate shower stall. TV, DVD player, standard in both cabins, standard up in the salon. There are port lights and overhead hatches, all with screens and shades, so you can make it private, or you can keep it open, keep it light, and keep it airy.
So we're in a pretty neat part of the boat right now. This is a dinette that converts into sleeping quarters.
That's right. This is the second cabin, and this is the dinette option, which sort of gives you the best of both worlds. You can push the table down, and there's a filler piece in with it, so you can have it as sleeping, or you can leave it up like this. It can be a place where the kids can watch a DVD, or if you want to come down here and read or get away from the crowd up top. It also has 2 sliding doors that close it off completely for privacy, and a really large hanging locker.
So this boat is a great place to entertain and comfortable to relax with your family.
If you're out in the summer, rainy day, it's a place where people play cards or read or have their computer set up. And
it could be converted into an office.
That's right. Well, you're not supposed to be working when you're on a boat.
That's true. Right now we're in the flying bridge, and we're pretty high up here.
We are. We're about 11 feet. Our feet are about 11 feet off the water right now. We do have a stainless steel mast behind us with a hinge, and it is retractable for getting under bridges.
And this is where all the controls are. Could you tell us about some of the technological features?
Sure. This sort of the latest and greatest in marine engine technology that we have right now in boats of this size and class. It's powered with Cummins Zeus drives, and essentially it's the joystick, the engine controls, and the starts and stops. So like traditional inboard engines, you can go forward and reverse and one or the other with these. But the joystick gives you really incredible maneuverability around the dock. If you want to take this boat sideways, go right up to the dock. All you do is go like this. If you want to turn the boat, you can twist the joystick. If you want to go forward and turn, you can twist and turn, and really any combination, move any way you want. And sort of it's incremental, so the more you put it over, the faster it'll go. The more you twist, the faster it'll go. It comes standard with an autopilot, and included in this autopilot is a feature called Skyhook. So if you are single-handing the boat and you need to rig your lines before you get into port, you can press the Skyhook, and it uses GPS, which is standard in the system, to hold the boat in place. That's holding it forward and aft and also side to side, and it generally keeps it within about 10 feet. So even in an area with a current ripping through it, you can have the boat stay in one place. You can go down, do all the fenders, lines, everything like that, get it all set up, and then you can use a joystick to get it in. Someone at the dock can receive the lines and fenders. This right here is the SmartCraft display, which is part of the package as well. And this displays all of the engine specs, temperatures, pressures, whether you're in forward, reverse, tells you what the gears are doing at any time, tells you how much fuel you're using, how much fuel is in the tank, how many miles to empty. There's more features in this than I could describe right now. Trim tab control. They assist in lifting the boat or raising or lowering the bow of the boat. There's an automatic feature, but you can override at any time for sea conditions and also to adjust for trim. Of course, we have a standard Ritchie compass on it, and we have this big display here which will fit two 15-inch color displays for radar, chart plotter, depth, anything you can want on here. You can even have your satellite TV wired in, so you can watch a game while the mate can watch a game while the captain is steering. Over there is a recessed area that's fit the perfect size for chart kits. So you always have a paper chart on board as a backup to your electronics in case something fails.
I know this boat is more of a leisure boat, but what's the speed of anyone interested?
You can cruise this boat up to 27 knots. Wide open throttle, it'll go about 31 knots. Generally, we find our customers running comfortably between 22 and 25 is sort of a sweet spot for that. But you can also, if you're just very leisurely, not interested in speed, you can cruise this down to 14, 15 knots.
Okay, and I'm sure everyone at home wants to know what's the price of this boat.
We price the boat fully equipped with an allowance for an electronics package, with an allowance for a bimini top, canvas covers, and it's roughly $790.
Okay, and if you could tell our viewers at home a little more information about where they could find out about the boat.
Sure. The boats are built by Sabre Yachts in Raymond, Maine. Their website is www.sabreyachts.com. DeMillo's Yacht Sales in Glen Cove, New York is the local dealer, and we service all of Long Island and Metro New York.
Okay, thank you so much for showing us around.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here with Ronald of Mariner Cove Marine, and if you could tell us a little bit about your presence at the boat show.
Well, we're here representing Kawasaki, Yamaha, and Bombardier BRP Sea-Doo. The personal watercraft industry is comprised of those three models, and now we're sitting in front of the Kawasaki Jet Ski 300, which is the most powerful machine on the market.
Is this the hottest thing on the market right now?
Yes, this has the most horsepower. It's the hottest thing. It's the most agile. It's the fastest machine. Back in the day, the machines were a lot noisier. They were 2 strokes instead of 4 strokes. Now they've become a lot more quieter, quieter than an outboard engine, almost like an inboard boat, and they become very fast.
And you say it's fast, so how fast can it actually go?
This machine could do upwards about 70 miles an hour out of the box without doing any changes to it. It's hot looking. It's an innovative hull design. It's the new Kawasaki 300 jet ski. It'll hold 3 people. It'll pull a tube. It'll pull a water skier. Has a lot of power.
And how much does this one go for? Because I know it's a great way for people that want to get on the water. They're starting off.
This machine is more on the top of the line. You could get into these models for in the $8,000 range, up to about $15,000, $16,000. So there's a big, large gambit. It depends on if the person is an entry-level person just starting out. Those machines go as fast as 55, and they're in the $8,000 range. This is top of the line. Someone who is a speed person, enjoys speed, or maybe has been in the industry for many years. We have a location out in the Hamptons where we sell a lot of fun at Mariners Cove Marine on the Shinnecock Canal. And we also have a location here in Staten Island, right near the boat show on Bay Street.
Okay, and where can we find out more information about your company?
You could find us on www.marinerscovemarine.com and also bayharbormotors.com.
We're watching the New York Boat Show on Hamptons Television. Marine Max has a very large presence at the New York Boat Show, and I'm with Matthew Barbara.
Great to see you again.
Great to see you
this year.
Thank you. Great to see you as well. What do you have to offer us this year?
Well, this year we have some great models on display. We have the Queen of the Show, which is a 52 sedan bridge, 3 stateroom boat, big family boat, well for cruising up and down the coast. And we have a new 39 Dancer, which is right behind us, which is a great boat for the South Shore or North Shore to head to the beaches and have some family fun.
I know our viewers are very interested in checking out the Queen of the Show. Do you think you could show me?
Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, Caitlin, so we're on the Queen of the Boat Show. It's a 52 Sea Ray sedan bridge, and what's really neat about this boat is it's brand new. They have extended our cockpit back, which means the back of the boat for people to hang out on. And as you can see on the back of the boat, when you're at dock or just hanging out, it'll have a grill for barbecuing.
Oh, wow, that's a great feature.
So you can hang out in the back of the boat, barbecue. Okay, it also has a sink outside. Okay, and underneath is a refrigerator. So what happens now is if you're hanging outside and enjoying the boat, you don't have to go inside to use the boat. You can use it in the back. Behind us is a platform which is utilized for a jet ski or a tender to go up and down. So again, if you have a water toy or family, it's a totally great experience. The boat goes down, easy access to the water. So as we go in, the key feature of the boat, if you want to come in, is this big salon area. As you can see, it's wide open, one level. Okay.
Wow, it's really spacious. It's a great place to entertain people.
Right, and as you can see, it's beautiful dinette area that you can slide people into. What we call this is pretty much an up galley. So what that means is when a woman, as of yourself, will walk in here, you're still part of the boat. You're not downstairs. Right. So again, you can entertain. You can see everybody and your window height. So when you're in here, you don't feel claustrophobic, okay? Plenty of storage, dual, beautiful refrigerator freezers, which has real nice features, okay? Big sinks, lots of counter, microwave. Everything you see is beautiful Korean tops. It's all handmade wood by Sea Ray.
I love the dark cherry wood.
Do you like it? It's all handmade, which is unbelievable, by Sea Ray down in Florida at their plant. Okay, so as you can see, very luxurious, a great, what happens for us, a great summer home. So we've opted for people, instead of buying a house in the Hamptons or a house, in Montauk or a house in Florida, they take this boat up and down the coast. Below, if you want to take a walk down, we can. There are 2 staterooms, one aft with an entrance to a head. So you can have master or guest either or in the back stateroom. And then forward, you have another full stateroom. This particular boat has, as you can see, a master stateroom that has a head that has a separate shower. Plenty of room for a couple to utilize everything on the boat. If you see, plenty of air and spaciousness in a small, tight space. As you can see in this stateroom, it's a queen bed. It has a TV with a DVD satellite player and a Bose system stereo throughout the whole stateroom. Vanity lights, plenty of light, opening portholes to give you ventilation, and also a sky light up top that also will open with screens and shade. Plenty of room for a great summer boat. Another feature on the boat is a lift-up stairs I don't know if you can see it. I believe you can get it with the camera, which is a great utilizer space. Is there's all storage and a washer dryer hidden under the stairs for people. Again, this boat is meant to do some long-term cruising, so what better not to have your own washer dryer tucked in, takes no room up from any stateroom. Again, we use it as storage during the show, but otherwise it's wide open. You walk right in and you can do your laundry, dry your towels. And again, it's another great feature Sea Ray's put into their boat.
And it's perfect for a family that's at sea for a few weeks or days.
Oh yes, you know, if you have kids, swimming, towels, you can do a laundry and you're done. Great idea.
It's a great feature.
And then it's just all, again, hydraulic. We'll just put it down. We'll take a walk up to the bridge. We'll show you the easy access up, and I'll show you what a beautiful bridge looks like and what you can do up there. It's easy access, again, up for children and women. Where most boats have ladders that are steep, this one's easy to go up. So let's go take a look.
And the elderly, too. Okay, Matthew, let's talk about some of the special features.
Now we're on the bridge. As you can see right now from the electronics package, we have full electronics on the boat, which would be radar, like you have a car GPS. We have a GPS chart plotter on the boat. It comes with a air-conditioned bridge. These vents represent air condition or heat. So in the summer, of course, air condition if you can close the bridge, or you could put heat on in the winter. What's a great feature about the boat, if you're a captain, is as you're running the boat and standing, your guests can be in front of you and guests behind you. So again, very entertaining boat for people. If you're, again, a person that has younger kids, and your kids are in front of you, you can see everybody, or you're just husband and wife or a couple, look how nice it is. We can hang out here all night.
And for people who are concerned about the speed, how fast does the boat go?
This boat will cruise anywhere between 26 to 28 knot cruise, which is a really respectable cruise range for a boat like this. It has twin diesel Cummins power. They're electronic motors, which again will be more fuel efficient and better for the economy. And again, Sea Ray prides themselves as being one of the quality boats on the market and gives you a lot of value. This boat normally is about $1.3 million. At the show, it is $1.19 million, so it's been reduced. Everything you see around is all stainless steel. They have a full warranty on the boat. And again, Sea Ray gives you from, believe it or not, there's a 52-footer, and I don't know if we could scan out. We have small boats that sell for $19,000. So they make a range of every size boat, which is great for us as a company because we can sell a gentleman a small boat right up to a yacht.
So there's something for every lifestyle.
We have something for everybody here at Marine Max, yes.
Great, thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
It's pretty exciting.
New York Boat Show has a wide variety of boats, and I'm here with Captain Ray, who's going to tell us a little bit about the boat behind us, which is a great entry-level boat.
Yes, it is. It's a great family boat. It's a boating that's anybody can afford within reason, reasonably priced. It's a quality boat. It's a Regal, and they're known for their quality. It's good for skiing. It's good for clamming. It's good for fishing. It's good for cruising around. It's good for everything. It's just a general purpose 19-footer.
So if you're just getting into boating, would you say this is a wonderful boat to buy?
It's a good boat to buy. It's a heck of a boat to buy. It's for a first-time boater, for somebody that's been into boating and want to move up a little bit from a 14-footer to a 19-footer, this is the way to go.
And what about the design, if you could describe it to us?
The fast track, and what it does, the way this hull is designed, it saves you at least 25%. A similar boat, this boat against a similar boat would give you an additional 25% on fuel economy and 30% more speed. The same boat, a different manufacturer, because of this hull design here.
And what's the speed? How fast can it go?
This boat, as shown, should do 45 to 50.
45 to 50, so it's also a performance boat.
It's a performance boat, yeah. It's a fun boat.
Are there any special features?
This boat comes with a full canvas, covers the bow, covers the stern here, comes with a bimini top. It has a depth finder, a ship-to-shore radio, and all the stuff that is needed for a safe trip at sea, or in the bay, or in a river, or a lake. It's a quality boat.
Safety is very important.
Yes, it is. You buy a boat from Sheltered Cove. We supply all the safety equipment that's needed for the boat, and period.
And where can our viewers find out more information about Sheltered Cove Marina?
We are on the internet, shelteredcovemarina.com.
Check it out.
Come down to the boat show to check us out. We'll be in New York until Sunday night at, I think, 5 o'clock.
Great, thank you so much. So come visit Captain Ray. We're watching the New York Boat Show on Hamptons Television. Of Geico, and right now we're in the Miss Geico station that you can come down to the New York Boat Show and check out. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Caitlin. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. We're so excited to have you here at the New York Boat Show.
We're excited to be here. Believe me, this is one of the best shows we can get into. I mean, it's New York. It's the best. The best of the best.
It is, and right behind us we have the Miss Geico racing boat.
This is one of our Miss Geicos. We have 3 actually Miss Geicos that go on tour when we're off-season racing, okay? And this one's a 42-foot Platinum, and it's got the twin jet engines in it, and it uses probably 250 gallons an hour.
Wow, and how fast can it go?
This one, I think this one's record is 193.
193.
Yeah.
And what about some of the records that the Miss Geico has set?
Oh, we've set runs from Palm Beach to Biscayne Bay. We have a number of runs that we've set records with, okay? The most important record is that we're a 5-time world champion in the race here with SBI, with OPA Racing, and we really we get a kick out of it. And of course, this year we should go for our 6th year, and we'll just keep going until hopefully it doesn't stop for a long time.
Congratulations, Miss Geico is so famous around the world. What can the viewers that will come down to the boat show check out at this station?
Well, I wish they'd stop in because we got a ton of little goodies to give them, first of all. And if they want to walk through the boat and see, the engines and the cockpit and everything else, we have people here to give them a tour. And we really would enjoy having them stop in.
Fabulous. And will you be here all weekend?
All weekend.
Great. Make sure you guys come down. Hi, Danny. For people that don't know what Hackercraft is, can you describe to us?
Sure. Hackercraft is a boat building company in upstate New York. We have facilities on Lake George, New York, and also Ticonderoga. Our production facilities are in Ticonderoga. We've been building boats since 1908, and they're classic mahogany boats, classic and contemporary, because they're not really old boats. They're old. It's an old boat company building new boats, mahogany boats. Well, let's start off with the Sterling. The Sterling is actually featured in Motorboating Magazine this month, the February issue. This is a 26-foot runabout. It's based on a few notes that John Hacker wrote in 1939 that he was interested in designing a new boat, because this is different than what John would have designed in the 30s. And he got distracted by working on a project called the Thunderbird, which is a famous boat on Lake Tahoe. But 2 years ago, the owner of the company said, look, we want to carry through with John's plans to build a new runabout styled of a 1940s runabout. So the boat is 26 and a half feet. It has a wider beam than the Dolphin runabouts, which I'll show you in a minute. The color scheme is different than John Hacker would be used to. Normally he used a green interior, green bottom. So we went with the more dramatic red colors. And the boat is wider by a foot. And it's rounded. It has sort of an Art Deco look. And the Sterling, the Sterling that we brought to the New York Boat Show, this is the original Sterling, the first one ever built. And we're going to have a bid on it here at the boat show. There's a minimum bid, and the highest bid will obviously be the owner of the Sterling. Again, it's the prototype. All Sterlings from this point hence will be based on this boat.
Where does the minimum bid start?
$125,000. The new Sterlings go around $200,000. So this is actually not only an exciting opportunity, it's a great buy.
It's a piece of history, and we want to stress that everything is handcrafted.
That is correct. The Sterling, I believe, took about 180 days to build. It was a long project, but finally when the building started, about 180 days, I think it's close to 2,000 hours of labor, hand labor.
And for this one, what about the engine?
Well, we power our boats with Crusader engines. This has a 5.7 liter engine, 330 horsepower, cruises beautifully around 30 miles an hour, reaches speeds up to 40 miles an hour.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Let's move on to the next one. We are standing in front of the Dolphin 26 Runabout. This boat is classic and it is stunning.
Well, let me give you a little history. The John Hacker's most famous boats were his runabouts that from the 1920s through 30s, it took around 20 years for him to come up with this design, and the big change was in the old days the controls were all in the back, and today you can see it's all moved forward. That was a design change that John Hacker took. It took a number of years to do that. Finally, in the late 20s, he designed what's now known as the Dolphin series of runabouts. This is a 26-foot Dolphin runabout, twin cockpit. John is also famous for adding a third cockpit, which became known as the crown jewel of American runabouts.
And it is handcrafted. How many man-hours go into making one of these?
Well, some interesting facts. We actually have a statistics sheet. It took 187 days to build, 1,796 hours. Interesting enough, it has 21,500 stainless steel screws and fasteners. And each boat averages between 15 and 18 coats of hand-brushed varnish. There's no shortcuts with these boats. In fact, the boats have been sold worldwide to kings and celebrities and boating enthusiasts, again, for over 100 years.
For over 100 years. And if someone wanted to buy one of these today, price ranges?
Well, our boats start about $150,000 and go from there.
And how long does it take to ship out if someone comes down here and wants one today?
Well, we have a number of boats that are somewhat in in the construction phase where probably we could deliver a boat within 45 days. And if you wanted to order a custom boat with your own ideas and so forth, about 230 days right now is the production schedule.
Okay, and for anyone that can't stop by the boat show, where can we find out more information on Hackercraft?
Okay, we have a great website. It's www.hackerboat.com.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm joined by John of Suffolk Marine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
And could you tell us about the boat that we're on right now?
This is a 2011 Yellowfin 32 powered by twin 350 horsepower Yamaha engines.
And what type of category of boat is this?
This is a high-performance offshore fishing boat designed to handle rough water at high rates of speed very comfortably.
And what's the speed of the boat?
It'll run in excess of 60 miles an hour wide open and cruises at about 50 for a range of almost 600 miles. It holds 325 gallons of fuel.
Oh, wow, that's really impressive. And can you tell us about any of the special technology?
Yes, it has the Yamaha four-strokes, which are the largest four-strokes manufactured at 350 horsepower per engine. Takes advantage of digital shift and throttle, so there's no throttle cables. It's very easy to shift and control the boat. you also take advantage of power assist steering with the Yamaha 4-stroke motor, which makes it a lot easier to steer the boat when docking. Yamaha has also came out with a new technology for their gauges. You notice there's not a full gauge panel. There's one diagnostic gauge which monitors the engine and will tell you exactly how much fuel you're burning at each precise moment. There's a built-in flow scan meter as well.
Are there any other special features?
There is. This boat actually has a ton of optional features, from outriggers for offshore fishing to a coffin fish box, 2 large bait wells. They cut no corners on any quality. On a Yellowfin is the top of the line boat, 32-ounce UV protected vinyl. It's all handmade. It's all 316L low carbon surgical steel. Pretty much the best quality you could get in an offshore fishing boat.
And it sounds like there's a lot of storage on the boat, which is great for fishermen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How many people can the boat accommodate?
It will fish 10 comfortably, and for a 32-foot boat, that's quite a bit.
And for anyone stopping by the boat show, how much would this boat go for?
We have a show price of $225,000, and that also includes a 5-year engine warranty for the Yamaha engine package.
Okay, great. And for anyone watching that can't come down to the boat show, where can they find out more information?
You can go to SuffolkMarine.com or visit us at our store in Babylon, and we're located right on Montauk Highway.
We're watching the New York Boat Show on Hamptons Television. Joey Weller here with me at the New York Boat Show. And Joey, you are the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Grady-White. What brings you to the boat show this year?
Well, this is a tremendous show for us. In the Northeast, it's always been a great show, and we look forward to coming to the Javits Center and showing our boats to all the people in New York.
What sets Grady-White apart from other brands?
Well, we're a privately held company. We're now 52 years old, which is pretty good, but under the same leadership since 1968. Same owner, Eddie Smith, owns Grady-White, and our brand reputation for a high-quality product, safety, and security is what we're passionate about, and I think that's what customers like about our boats.
That's always important, and right now we're standing in an amazing boat. Yep. Can you tell us about it?
We are. We're in a 307 Freedom Series. It's a dual console 30-foot boat. Great family boat, but it has a lot of versatility for people who want to fish or they want to cruise and hang out with their family and go to dinner. It's just a tremendous boat with a lot of features in it.
And I see it's decorated beautifully. If you can talk about the interior.
Sure. A couple things up here in the helm area. A great helm area, good layout, a lot of room for electronics up on the helm. The seat here also folds down and flips up, so you can make it as a leaning post or a seat. And it's electric actuator, so you can adjust it on an electric ram so to meet anybody's needs as far as comfort and ergonomics at the helm. Okay.
And are there any special technological features?
Yes, a couple of cool ones. They're not really new to the boating industry, but there's a bow thruster on board this boat. So not only having the outboards in the back of the boat to be able to maneuver the boat, the bow thruster in the front makes it easy for docking. Okay. On this side, the port side of the boat, you'll see inside here is a huge head. Okay. And this boat can come with air conditioning feature, and inside the head is air conditioning. So when things get hot and you're just trying to get away a little bit, there's enough room in here to even form a bunk. Cushions will come down over top here.
Down there and take a nap.
Yep, take a nice little nap and get away, but a great area to change clothes in. If you've been out all day and you're just kind of cool off and you want to go to dinner, it's a great place. It's big enough to change clothes in for sure. Then moving forward, there's a lot of flexibility up forward. Obviously, there's a lot of cushions go up here. It's seating. There can be an insert that goes in the middle. You can use it as a casting platform for fishing or a sun deck for sunbathing and hanging out on the beach or on the anchored up. So a lot of versatility in the forward part of this boat.
It has dual purposes.
Yep.
And also, what about the storage?
The storage, all of the Grady-Whites have basic flotation, which is important, but all the boxes drain directly overboard, not into a bilge. So you don't have to pump it out. It all goes by gravity fed. So it makes cleanup easier when you get to the dock. It's one of our trademark features. One of the greatest features back here, we talked about the helm and the forward part, but in the cockpit of the boat, there's a lot of versatility. And under here is a grill. So it's an electric grill. It's easy to clean, easy to cook on. Real quick, you can put skewers of tuna and shrimp on here and be passing those out to people. Refrigerator underneath to pass out drinks with. And then, when everybody's finished, this lounge area, wash this seat, also goes out. We have a patent on this design and the one on the aft seat as well. So when you're entertaining, you can put a table in the middle of that. And then when you're ready to fish, the seat will fold up underneath the passenger seat, and then we'll fold down the aft seat, and you can see the cockpit even gets bigger. Okay, so let's look back here. And this seat folds up. So now the cockpit opens up. A lot more space to fish and do things you want to do. So again, the versatility of this boat is incredible. We've also won the J.D. Power Award 8 years in a row. For every year that J.D. Power has done the study, we've come on top. So, matter of fact, anybody in the industry has done a study, Grady-White comes on top for quality and reliability.
For people coming down here, how much does something like this go for?
Well, I think it's a larger range because of what options you get on it.
Okay.
So it can range from our smallest boat is an 18-footer all the way up to a 36-footer. So the range could be from $40,000 to a little over $500,000.
So there's really something for everyone.
Without doubt, we have 26 different models, ranging center consoles, dual console, cabin boats, express fisherman boats. A great variety for people to see and look at.
And for the people at home, where can we find out more information on Grady-White?
You can go to GradyWhite.com, and we also have a Facebook page, Grady-White, on Facebook. Great information and passionate customers there.
Fabulous. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What you do is you want to get in the water with the life raft and reach right up there where it enters back into the valise. Just reach right up there and pull that, and then the life raft will deploy. If you can, have everybody off the boat with you, because once again, if you don't have this tied to something, you're going to have a life raft and everybody else is going to be waving at you as you float away. Okay? If you get everybody else out there, have everybody grab onto a piece of painter line while they're in the water. Now, when the life raft deploys, they can hand over hand until you get to the life raft and then board. The other end of the painter line is typically attached to a D-ring at the base of your boarding ladder. Okay? That D-ring is designed to come apart at about 500 pounds. So the weight of your boat going down is not going to take your life raft. Said you get the life raft out there. This one has a platform. Yay.
I'm here with George of Winslow Life Raft, and this is really essential to boating. What we have behind us and in this box right here can save your life.
Well, you know, when things go bad, and it's the only thing that's going to be between you and getting home, it's your life raft. And so if most people think, well, I never go out in bad weather. Well, bad weather is the least occurrence for needing a life raft. Usually it's a fire or it's hitting something that's in the water. And we've got several documented cases where boats have sank in 90 seconds, you know. So it's a piece of safety gear you just never want to have to use. But Winslow's been in this business since 1941, and every time anybody's ever had to use one, we've got them well documented, even up here in New York.
Wow.
We've had
in 90 seconds, that's such a short time. No one would even think of that. And this is so important to have. Every boater should really, everyone that's coming down here to the boat show should stop by right here and look at this. I mean, tell us what we have here.
Well, what you have here is a 6-person what we call our offshore life raft. This life raft will hold the capacity of 6, overload capacity of 9. A couple of the main features on this life raft that are really going to save your life. If you look underneath that life raft, those are what's called ballast bags. There's like 640 pounds of water ballast, and what they do is they fill full of water when you deploy the life raft, and that holds it straight down on the surface of the sea so you can't capsize. The life rafts that Winslow builds, you know, it has a round shape. It's actually 10-sided. The reason that's important is it'll never get a beam to the sea. It's always in a neutral sea position. Everything on the life raft you want is automatic. If you look at the canopy system here, when this life raft deploys, it looks everything just exactly like what you see right here. All you have to do is get in the life raft, and then you have this heavy-duty zipper system, insulated canopy. You drop it down, inflate your floor there to help protect you from hypothermia, and then signal. You need to have a signaling device so that you can get rescued. You know, otherwise, if you don't have like an EPIRB or GPIRB or something, all you've done is got into another boat. Nobody's going to know you're there. So that is just as important as having the life raft as having the signaling device. Keeping the life raft dry is very important, because once you get wet in a life raft, if you spend any time in it, you're going to wind up with hypothermia, or you're going to wind up with sores from the salt water. So that's important. The storage pockets that you see in the back, you have a bag that has all your survival gear in it, and all of it's tethered to the life raft. Once you take it out, there's nothing to keep it from being lost overboard. So what you want to do is have a place that you can safely store it, probably sort it, separate it, know where your first aid items are, your signaling devices like your flares, know where everything is. If you have any personal items on board, you can stow those as you're getting off the life raft.
And how many seconds does it take to employ?
It's good, depending upon the outside temperature, it's going to take anywhere from about 6 seconds to as much as 15. So it's fast. Once you drop it in the water and you start to deploy it, within about the first 4 or 5 seconds, there's sufficient buoyancy you can get into that life raft. We've got video to document and to show that.
And safety is really essential to boating. This is a very big factor, and it's something that everyone should definitely check out if they're in the market for a boat. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
And here we have another feature of the life raft.
Well, this is another important feature, the stability on the sea once you're in your life raft, because as we talked earlier, the ballast system keeps you from capsizing. But here you have a sea anchor, a 36-inch diameter sea anchor, 100 feet of line. And what that does is once it deploys, you get on top of a big wave. It holds you there. The wave goes on. It won't allow you to go tumbling down the surface of the sea. So
this is one of the most important parts of the whole
you know, the most important things are the things that probably catch the least attention, you know. Everybody likes the flashlights and the lights and the neat little stuff and the survival gear, but this is stuff that's going to keep you alive.
I'm at the New York Boat Show with Ralph Perez, who is the inventor of Wipeout Eraser, which is a new, interesting product.
This is a magic eraser type of product. This product does not shred apart as easy as a magic eraser, and now we can use it on the boat. We added this anti-shred layer here, which allows the pad to not shred as easy as the common product like the magic eraser. We added a handle system, so whenever it's used on a handle, the pad ends up wearing out evenly. So you get about 2 to 3 times the use out of our product versus anything else you can get out on the market at this point.
And where are you selling your products right now?
Well, we're currently selling them at every single major boat show here in the U.S. We are also setting up some distribution, so it should be coming to a store near you very soon.
And is there anywhere where our viewers can check out more about the Wipeout Eraser?
Sure, our website's available. It's wipeouteraser.com, and you can place an order online there. We do free shipping on all the orders, and we have a couple of different promotions available on our website.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the New York Boat Show on Hamptons Television, the official television station of the New York Boat Show. I'm Catlin Kosik for WVVH.